All right, we're here at the Parthenon in Centennial Park to talk to the Parthenon director, Wesley Payne, about some of the exhibits going on inside right now, and also the Nashville Sites tours that this site is featured on. The Parthenon is on the Women's Suffrage Tour and is a big part of the New South Nashville tour. Even though we don't actually come all the way over to this site, you'll hear a lot about the history that led to the Parthenon being built for the Tennessee Centennial Exposition. And then launching in the spring, we'll have our Athens of the South tour, and obviously the Parthenon will be a big feature of that tour. Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Reeves and I'm the Director of Tours for Nashville Sites, and we're here today with Abby.
Hello.
Who's one of our interns this semester from Belmont University, and we are touring here at the Parthenon with the director, Wesley Payne, and she's going to talk us through a little bit of the exhibits and what they have here at the Parthenon, which is on two of our Nashville Sites tours, including the Women's Suffrage Tour.
We've chosen to focus on 4 women who had some connection with the Tennessee Centennial Exposition and or with women's suffrage. Even if you miss coming to see our exhibition, I hope you won't, but if you do, because of time, know that Centennial Park and the Parthenon are important in the fight for women's suffrage on their own. There were 3 annual pro-suffrage marches that started downtown and culminated here in Centennial Park. And Ann Dallas Dudley spoke to a crowd of over 2,000 people from the steps of the Parthenon on at least one of those marches. So we feel connected to women's suffrage, whether it's part of this exhibition or not. Before we go upstairs and see Athena, I want to make sure everybody knows that the exhibition of art has always been a big part of the Parthenon's reason for being. It was built at the Tennessee Centennial Exposition as the art building for the exposition, and we've never not exhibited art. So we have permanent collections, we have temporary exhibitions. You can always see old friends or something new. Although the Parthenon itself is not on the New South Nashville tour, I hope that you will find a chance to come here, because the idea of Nashville as a New South city was exemplified by the Tennessee Centennial Exposition for which the Nashville Parthenon was built. It really was a way to say to anybody who was listening, look at us. Are we not progressive? Are we not intellectual? Are we not artistic and progressive and all of those things? So it was a way to say to people, yay Nashville. And so the Parthenon is the thing, in addition to the park land itself, that's left from that exposition that really tooted Nashville's horn.
Absolutely. And on the New South Nashville walking tour, you can see the site of Thomas Ryman's house. You might recognize his name from the Ryman Auditorium. It was named in his honor for all the money that he donated to have that built. We also have Lindsley Hall on that tour, Union Station, and we do talk about the Nashville Centennial as well. There's a historical marker downtown for that, which is also part of that tour. So yeah, a lot of very interesting things in history happening. We sort of transitioned from a river town to a railroad town, and then all of this ideas of progressiveness are all developing at that time.
And railroads were huge in making the exposition happen. So, in fact, they built a little spur line that brought people directly to the exposition. And one of the upcoming tours is the Athens of the South tour, and here we are with big gold girl, Athena, who once again exemplifies that whole idea of Nashville as a progressive and artistic and educated citizenry.
Absolutely. And the Athens of the South tour is going to be one of our first driving tours that Nashville Sites launches. Hopefully that'll be in the spring. Keep your eye out on all of our social media handles for that. And yeah, so we have here at the Parthenon, but then we also visit all of the colleges around the city. So if you're looking for a college tour as well, you want to see what colleges are in Nashville, that's a great way to do it. But we visit a lot of the early educational institutions and then all of the colleges and universities. And of course, you couldn't have Athens of the South without the Parthenon.
There you go.
So we would like to say a big thank you to Wesley for letting us come here and learn more about the Parthenon and everything that it has to do, being kind of the center of the Athens of the South.
There you go.
You can follow us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Nashville Sites. We'd love to have you all check it out and see where else we've been.
And if you come while there's a pandemic on, wear your mask.